Alright, here we are in another lesson, in another video back, but this time we are in chapter 7, section 1, circumference and area of a circle. But in this section we are going to discuss about the circumference and the area of a circle, and also we will deal with semicircle as well. So let's bring our paper and start the explanation. Then we will go to the exercises. By the way, everything is here almost, but I would love to write it on a paper in order to summarize everything for you guys. Well, we have got circle. All right. In our circle, we have two things that you must know them. The distance from the center to the circumference to the circle, we call it has a special name. We call that radius. All right. So that distance, we call it radius. All right. So the distance from a point of the circle, to another point, from this point to this point, but remember it should go through the center of the circle. We call this line diameter. All right. So by the way, remember that is also a line from this point to this point, but since it didn't pass like the center of the circle, we cannot call this one diameter. All right. So diameter is a line from like one point to another point of the circle while it goes through the center of the circle. All right. So we call that one diameter. All right. So that is the difference between radius and diameter, and you better know that like each diameter is equal to 2 times radius. In another way, we can say that radius is equal to diameter over 2. That is the relation between diameter and radius. Perfect. So if we have a circle, with radius r, it has two components that we need to know them. The first one is area, that we showed with A. So A stands for area, and it is equal to pi r square. That is the rule to find out like what is the area of a circle with radius r. So this radius is variable. It can be changed. So it depends on the circles, to the size of the circle. How about the circumference? So what letter stands for circumference? It is C. So based on the first letter of the word circumference, so we are going to show it with C. So circumference of a circle, it is equal to 2 pi r, while we have the radius. All right, so don't forget it. The area is equal to pi r square. The circumference is equal to 2 pi r. What if we have a circle that the diameter is given in it? So imagine here is the diameter. So in that case, remember that diameter is equal to like 2r. So in that case, r is going to be diameter over 2. So the area will be pi and d over 2 squared. So d to the power of 4, d to the power of 2 all over 4. That is going to be the area of a circle that its diameter is given. And the circumference is going to be, look, these 2r is equal to diameter. That's why if the diameter is given, it's better to use this formula, which is pi d. So you are going to multiply pi with D. So before diving to the books exercises, I would love to give you like two examples in my own. So by myself, find the area and circumference of the given circles. Perfect. So we have got two circles. Let's say the first one is here. The radius is given in the first one. The radius, let's say it's equal to 2. And it asks for the area and circumference, both of them. And the second circle, we have like the diameter. So here is the center. It goes through the center. That's why the diameter is here. It's equal to 6. Perfect. So again, we need to find A and circumference as well. Let's go. Area is equal to pi r square. Remember the formula of circle while radius is given. So pi multiplied by r square. So r is 2. 2 square 4. So it is equal to 4 pi. If pi was given, remember I always told my students that consider pi, in order to have nice calculation, consider pi as 3, approximately 3, while in most of the books it said that it is equal to 3.14 approximately. But in order to not deal with decimal numbers, I always suggest in the questions that I give them, like consider pi as 3. But here let's just do it as pi, not calculated. It is also correct. Find it out in terms of pi. So it is equal to 4 pi. How about the circumference? The circumference, while we had like radius, it was 2pr. 2pr. So 2 times p times the radius is 2. 2 times 2, it's equal to 4 pi. So for this circle, the area and the circumference are the same. How about like the second one? Well, in the second one, diameter is given. The area, we said that you can use this one or that's a rule. It depends on you. That's since I gave you this one, so I would love to give you this one. Pi times d squared. D is 6. 6 square, 36. Good job. So divided by 4. 36 divided by 4, 9 pi. How about the circumference of this circle? Well, we are going to use this formula this time. So circumference is equal to pi times d. So pi is pi itself. D is 6. So 6 pi. Okay. That is the story of circle. I mean the area of a circle and the circumference as well, when the diameter and the radius are given. Perfect. Let's go to the book's questions. While still one small part of our lesson left. So let's just deal with these questions. It says use pi as 3.14. Round your answers correct to the first decimal place. Okay, we can do it, but as I already mentioned, we can just consider pi as 3. But let's just do one of them. Then we will leave the other two for you guys, because the questions are the same, the type of them. I mean, this like how to solve them. The solution is completely the same with each other. So let's choose this time A. Okay, the radius is given. It's 2. The area it asks for is pi r squared. So pi is 3.14, as I already mentioned, times the radius is 2, so 2 square 4. Now 4 times 3.14. I would love to bring my papers back. Perfect. So pi 3.14 times 4. 4 times 4, 16, 6, 1. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5. 4 times 3, 12. How many decimal number do we have? 2. So 12.56. That is the area. Look, 12.56. First decimal place is here, 5. Take a look at the right digit, it's 6. So we are going to round it up and it's going to become 12.6. Perfect. That is the result of this question. In the other questions, you may just use that strategy as well. Here, so the radius is 9, 9 square, 81. So multiply 3.14 by 81, you are going to get a number. Then based on the first decimal place, you can just round it up or round it down. Well, in the third one as well, but here the story is a little bit harder because the radius is a decimal number, so 4.2 all square. You are gonna get a number multiplied by 3.14. Finally, you will get the answer. So based on the first decimal place, you can round it up or down. How about the second question? Here the diameter is given. So the diameter here, I'm going to go with A, then I will leave B and C for you guys. So in A, diameter is 16, R, the radius is diameter divided by 2. I already mentioned that the radius is half of the diameter. So 16 divided by 2, 8. So the radius is 8. And again, it used this formula. Guys, remember that this question, or in these two questions, in both of them, the question asked only to work out the area of each circle. Still, it didn't ask anything about the circumference. I'm pretty sure in following questions we will deal with them. So pi r squared is the area. Pi is, I guess here it's written, consider pi as 3.142. Multiply by 8 times 2, 64. So let's just do this multiplication. Here, 3.142 times 8 square, it is equal to 64. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 4, 16, 1. 4 times 1, 4. Multiplied by 1, 5. So 4 times 3, 12. Perfect. So add a 0, then start the second digits to multiply by the above number. So 6 times 2, 12, 2, 1. Let's write 1 here. So 6 times 4, 24, plus 1, 25, 5 here, 2 here. 6 times 1, 6, plus 2. 6 finally times 3, 18. Be careful when you multiply. 8 plus 0, 8. 6 plus 2, 8. 5 plus 5, 10, 0, 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 8, 11. 1 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 8, 10, 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. And finally, how many decimal number do we have? 3, so it's going to come here. Since the question said round your answers correct to 2 decimal places, so to the second 2 decimal places, okay, 2 second decimal places, so it should be this one, 8. Take a look at the right side's digits, so it is 8, and if it is more than 5, so round it up. If not, round it down. So it's more than 5, so we are going to round it up, and it is going to be also almost equal to 201.09. That is the result. All right, so let's go to the third question. It is think like a mathematician. I'm not going to deal with them, as I already mentioned in these CBSO videos, I'm not going to solve things like a mathematician. I will leave them for you guys. Uh, the fourth question. So in the fourth question, it asks for like the area and yeah, only the area. There is nothing in terms of circumference still. So work out the area of each circle. Use the pi button on your calculator. Round your answers correctly. 3 significant figures. Guys, I'm not going to round it to the third significant figures because like there is no need, honestly. So I will just use pi in my multiplications. All right? Or you can just use pi when you want to solve these type of questions. Use a calculator and try to click on the like pi button in your calculator. Then round your answers to the third significant, three significant like figures. I'm pretty sure you are gonna get a nice result. But as I told you, here the first I will solve A and I will solve C as well. Since B and D are like including decimal numbers, so we need definitely like calculators. So I'm not going to use these two examples, these two parts to explain. Uh, A. So the radius is given. Radius is, let's say it's part A. So the radius is 6. Okay. If the radius is 6, so imagine our circle is something like this. So the radius is 6. Perfect. So area is equal to pi r squared. So pi, I will just keep it as pi, times r is 6. So 6 squared, 36. So it's equal to 36 pi. So the area is equal to 36 pi. Guys, if you want to get the correct answer of this question, you are going to multiply 36 by pi in your calculator, and you are going to get a result that it includes decimal numbers 100%, and you will round your answer to the three significant figures. Okay, that is about this question. How about this question again, part C. So the diameter is equal to 23. So remember the area while the diameter is given was equal to pi d squared over 4. So pi is just pi multiplied by d squared, well 23 squared, 23 times 23, it's equal to 0, 46, 9 to 521. Yes. So the result is 529, all divided by 4, and the result is 529 pi over 4. Why I didn't use like the radius, why I didn't divide it by 2, because 23 is not divisible by 2, therefore we are not going to use pi r squared. So here if you just take a look at the question, 23 is not divisible by 2 to get r. That's why I used like the formula of area while diameter is given. So pi d squared over 4. So pi was just pi. Keep it as pi. Don't change it. D squared. So d squared is 23. 23 squared is equal to 529. All divided by 4. And the result is equal to 529 pi all over 4. So you can use your calculator again, guys. 529 times like that's pi. Click it in your calculator, click it on, and then divide the result by 4. You are going to get a result and round it to the three significant places. you are going to get a very, very correct result. That's about this question as well. Question 5, it says LA and Hans work out the answers to these questions. Guys, I may not like pronounce the names correctly and properly, so don't mind this. And let's say Ahmed and Ali work out the answers to these questions. So work out the area of a circle with radius 1.7 meter, use pi as 3.14. This is what they write. So Ahmed wrote like 3.14 times 1.7 and got this number. So then square it. And that person got 28.5, which is definitely wrong. And the other students like already 1.7 square, so he got like 3.4, and 3.14 times 3.4 well gives him like 10.676, which is, if we round it, so it's going to give us like 10.7 to the third significant place, three significant places. That's why it asks us critique their solutions, explain any mistakes they have made. Well, the area here is definitely wrong because look, pi r squared, so it didn't square radius. It's like that student squared the result, while it's definitely wrong. You should just square the radius, not the total result. And here Hans did it like this. So 1.7 square, it is equal to 3.4. We will check it. So let's just do this. I have doubt about this solution. So 1.7 times 1.7, 17 times 17. I'm pretty sure it's equal to 2.89 if I'm not mistaken, but let's just do it. 7 times 7, 49, 9 here, 4 here. 7 times 1, 7 plus 4. It is equal to 11 and 0. 1 times 7, 7. 1 times 1, 1. So 9, 8, and 2. So 289, we have got two decimal numbers, so 2.89. I don't know why these students wrote like 3.4. It is completely wrong. So here is the mistake that Hans did. So here the final and the correct result should be like this. Look, guys, area of this circle is equal to pi r squared. So pi is 3.14 times r squared was 2.89. So here is the result. I mean, you are going to get a result from this multiplication, and that is going to be the correct result of this question. So let's just revise what mistakes they have made. The first one, LA or Li, whoever it is, she just didn't square the radius first. She multiplied the pi by only r, not r squared. So that is the mistake that she has done. And Hans, like he miscalculated this radius square, so 1.7 squared, it's not equal to 3.4, it is equal to 2.89. And here is the final result. Area is equal to pi r squared. Pi is 3.14 times 2.89. So if you multiply these two in your calculator, I'm pretty sure it will give you the final and the correct result. Question 6 is your question. For the rest of the questions in the exercise, use the pi button on your calculator. So from here on, I will tell you that I will consider pi as 3. okay, in order to deal with easy and nice calculation. All right. So because I don't use calculator, I will just use the mental math. That's why take I will consider pi as 3. So here is workouts first the area and second the circumference of each circle. The circle here is the radius is in decimal form. So 5.6 square. So 5.6 square. Okay, 5.6. Again, let's do it in our paper. So area is equal to pi r square. It's equal to pi times r square. So 5.6 all square. So 5.6 times 5.6, 36. 6 times 5, 3 plus 3, 33. 0, 5 times 6, 30. So 0 and 3. 5 times 5, 25 plus 3, 28. So the result is 6, 3, 11. And so here is the result of 5.6 times 5.6. And the result is 31.36. Perfect. So we said that we are going to consider pi as 3. So 31.36 times 3. 3 times 6, 18, 8, 1. 3 times 3, 9 plus 1, 10, 0, 1. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. 3 times 3, 9. How many decimal number do we have? 2. So the result is approximately 94.08 by considering pi as 3, guys. Don't forget this. And I did not do any roundation, so here is the result, and I'm pretty sure you guys understood it, hopefully. So I will leave B for you guys. It's the diameter is given, so either you can use the diameter formula or dividing 32. It's divisible, fortunately, by 2. So 32 divided by 2, 16. So you are gonna get radius as 16. Okay. So radius is 16 and the diameter is 32. It depends on you which formula you want to use. So question 8 is very interesting questions. Let's just do it. It says work out the area. By the way, sorry, the circumference as well. We need to find the circumference. So the circumference, we said that it's equal to 2 pi r. So 2 times 3 times r was 5.6. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 5.6. So 5.6 times 6. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 5, 30 plus 3, 33. How many decimal number do we have? 1. So here is the circumference. The circumference of this circle by again considering pi as 3, guys. Don't forget that I consider like pi as 3. I counted as 3. All right. So here is the thing that we are going to deal with it. So here is the second part of our explanation, guys, which is dealing with circumference. I mean semicircle. So part B, semicircle. Semicircle. Semicircle is half of a circle. So the area of a semicircle is equal to pi r squared divided by 2. Why divided by 2? Because it is half of a circle. Perfect. How about the circumference? The circumference is equal to, like here it's given. We can just write it down here as well. Well, 2 pi r over 2 plus d. So in that case, it's going to be pi r plus d, because these two will kill these two. Here as well, it's given, guys, as a tip. Remember that perimeter or the circumference of a semicircle is half of the circumference plus the diameter. Okay, so Perfect. So half of the circumference of a circle plus the diameter. It's given here, guys. You can just note it down in your notebook. So let's just do some like questions for semicircle while it's completely clear. Then in order to not make the video longer, I'm going to finish this lesson as well. So guys, here it says that work out the area of this semicircle. The area of the semicircle is half of the area of a circle, estimated. So it estimates the diameter to, so 11.85, it became 12. So r is 6 and pi considered as 3, as I already did it. So 1 over 2. So multiply by 3 pi. And look, so here it comes from this story. Pi is 3 times r was, the radius was 6, so 6 squared 36, all divided by 2. So we can just simplify it from here. 36 divided by 2, 18. 18 times 3, 54 centimeter square, because the area is two-dimensional. Now look, it's equal to 54 centimeter square. How about if we have something like this one? So the radius, so I'm going to find the area and the circumference for these circles. I will just take one of them. So let's take A. The radius is given 6.2. So if I round it, I'm going to make it 6, because 6.2. So since 2, the first one, the tens place is like less than 5. So we are going to round it down. So it's equal to 6 centimeter. And the area in that case is equal to pi r square, all divided by 2. Remember, we are working on semicircle, that's why I divided by 2. So pi is 3, r is 6, 6 square 36 divided by 2, we are going to get 54, something like the previous one that we already did. The circumference is equal to, guys, look, here is the circumference formula for a semicircle. Pi r plus d. So pi is 3 times r is 6 plus the diameter, guys, because the diameter left when we take the semicircle, which is half of a circle. That's why we plus it with d. Plus the diameter, so diameter is double of the radius, which is 12. 3 times 6, 18 plus 12, it's equal to 30 centimeter. One more example. Okay, let's come to here. It says the diameter, okay, question 9, part B. The diameter here is given, so it is equal to 46. I'm going to solve it here. Diameter is equal to 46. So radius would be like 23. So area is equal to pi r square, all divided by 2. Pi is 3. R is 23. 23 square. We already did it, and it was equal to 529 divided by 2. Go, guys, and check this one. If it was divisible by 2, so 3 times 529, it is equal to 1,587. So it's equal to 1,587 divided by 2. So since the first digit is not even, it's not divisible by 2, you can just leave the result like this, because it's in the simplest form. So it depends on you. Either you want to turn this one into a decimal form or just keep it as a fraction. Perfect. How about the circumference? So the circumference is equal to pi r plus d. So pi was, we said that 3 times The radius is 23 plus the diameter is 46. So 3 times 23, it's equal to 69 plus 46. Well, 69 plus 46, 6 plus 9, 15, 5 here, 1 here, and 6 plus 4, 10 plus 1, 11. So 115. I hope you guys can see it clearly. So the result is equal to 115 centimeter or millimeter. So it's millimeter. And this one was like millimeters square. That is the unit of area. It's with square, but for the circumference, it's just itself that its circumference is in one dimension. That's all about like the area and the circumference of circle and semicircle as well. The questions that left have the same idea. So if you have any problem with any of them, you may just write it in the comment and or send it to me. Then I'm going to send you the solutions back. Guys, I hope that it was beneficial and you got benefit from it. Thank you so much for following me and take care. So see you in another video.